Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video I'd like to present my top 10 list of decks to play for the nerfs that happened today, February 5, 2019. At number 10, we have Reno Priest. Reno Priest is a deck that punishes aggressive decks, and this specific build is a combo-driven build, running Prophet Valen, Spawn of Shadows, and Mirage Caller to get some ridiculous burst lethals. In number 9, we have Big Priest. Big Priest has actually seen a little bit of a turn in the way it's built, running cards such as Mass Hysteria over Excavating Evil, a single Entomb because of all the greedy decks out there, not also including Q-Block, and Shadow Reaper Anduin just to help deal with the amount of big minions that decks are placing on the board now. At number 8, we have Odd Warrior, and this specific Odd Warrior build is built to combat the control decks in the meta. Odd Warrior is already an excellent anti-aggro deck, but if you want to have the extra edge against your control opponent, this specific build runs Cold Light Oracle and Violet Illusionist, allowing you to draw cards in fatigue and not take any damage. If you want to be even greedier with this list, you could also put in Brand Bronzebeard. At number 7, we have Anyfin Paladin, and this is the first deck that we're seeing here that's being affected by the nerfs. Equality has been nerfed from 2 mana to 4 mana, making it not reasonable to play in this aggressive deck. And so my take on the deck is to remove the Equality and the Consecrate and put in 2 Knife Jugglers. I tested this deck on ladder and went from rank 4 to 3. Cube Warlock is at number 6. This is another very powerful anti-aggro deck. It can also really overwhelm control matchups by able to cheat out really big minions using Void Caller, Skull of the Minari, Dark Pact. This list is also a little bit greedier, running Faceless Manipulators, Sylvanas Rinrunner, and Prince Tal'Daram. So this is definitely a very fun list that you might want to consider trying out. At number 5, we have Even Shaman. So Even Shaman has had Flame Tongue Totem nerfed from 2 to 3 mana, making it obviously unplayable in an even deck. And my take on Even Shaman is to introduce the Lickum package, putting in 2 Lickums and 2 Fireguard Destroyers. I personally don't like Direwolf Alpha in Even Shaman. I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's a similar effect to Flame Tongue. I really don't think that's the case. Direwolf Alpha is much more weaker. I think a different direction in Even Shaman is the way for the deck to stay alive. At number 4, we have Kingsbane Rogue. Kingsbane Rogue is one of the aggressive decks that has been untouched by the nerfs. This specific build is more mech-centric, running cards such as Goblin Auto-Barber and Piloted Shredder, as well as Ziliax. This is a very powerful deck, punishes control decks, has a bit of trouble against aggro decks, but can still steal wins with the ridiculous burst and cards like Myra's Unstable Element. At number 3, we have Odd Rogue. So Odd Rogue has had quite a significant nerf, having Cold Blood changed from 1 to 2 mana, and so my take on the deck is to include Deadly Poisons. Deadly Poisons are excellent to steal some extra burst. They're also really good against Totem Golems if Even Shamans are still all over the ladder. I'm also running a single Owl, just because I anticipate there's going to be a lot of Q-Block, a lot of Warlock in general around the meta. At number 2, we have Even Warlock. Even Warlock is a deck that is incredible against aggressive decks that don't have any sort of reach. So board-based aggro decks such as Odd Paladin, Anyfin Paladin, Odd Rogue. Not so much against Even Shaman and Secret Mage because of the potential burn from hand. but I think this is going to be a really strong deck in the meta. This specific build is running the Mojo Master Zihi, which helps shut down a lot of the Warlock and Priests and combo Exodia style decks. And this is definitely a very powerful deck that you'll want to consider trying out for the nerfs today. And last but not least, we've got my #1 pick for decks to play today or whenever you're watching this video, Reno Warlock. I think Reno Warlock is in a really good spot right now. This specific build is an anti-aggro build, so it's running cards such as Acidic Swamp Ooze, it's running Tar Creeper, Ziliax, but it's also got a bit of tech to help with the control matchups. One in specific being Rin the First Disciple. Just being able to destroy your opponent's deck, preferably rather quickly if you can, just makes Reno Warlock a really excellent choice to ladder with in Wild post-nerfs. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you like what you see, you could support the channel with a subscribe below. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Slizzle466, and I tweet various Hearthstone related items at twitter.com/Slizzle466. So I'd like to thank you again for your time, and I hope to see you again. Also, Pinata and Even Shaman, that's the real secret, if you got to the end of this video.